Yo, what up, boys? Briggs here. Sorry for the delay on this video. Had a super busy week, but ratings went up a little bit. Been playing pretty well. Sitting top 13 right now in the 2v2 bracket, and shuffle I'm like 1 or 2. It's just like fluctuating between this guy. But thanks for checking out this guide. Hope you guys learned something from it. A lot of people have been messaging me to release a more in-depth guide, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Yo, what up, guys? Briggsx here. I am recording a in-depth guide. My dog wants to say hello. Bruce, what's up, buddy? I'm busy. Bruce be hanging out. So right now, Bruce, get down. Right now, I am number 2 in shuffle. This guy J-Waz is passing me. He's actually been playing nuts. He's won 60 rounds out of 85, so kudos to him. And I am currently 14th in the 2s bracket. Been blasting Survival Hunter. So yeah, just some credentials. If you guys haven't seen my, I did a shorter guide about like 2 weeks ago. I got a lot of people asking me to record a guide, a more in-depth guide about Survival Hunter. So that's what we're gonna do here tonight. So this is gonna be a longer video for sure. I'm gonna go over the talent tree. I'm gonna go over just how I approach the game, play style, how I win games, rotation, things of that nature. What are you doing? So let's go ahead and hop into the talent tree. So we will start on the left side. Sorry, I'm just making sure everything's like recording and whatnot. We will start on the left side here. What up, Shadow of Eden? Have fun with the guide. Teach us something spicy. Wait, a raid of 12? Let's go. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. All right, so we'll start on the left side. Obviously, natural mending, post haste, and kill shot. Every 10 focus you spend reduces the remaining cooldown of exhilaration. That's obviously really good. Sorry, guys, I'm a little scuffed. Bear with me here. Post haste is obviously really good. When you disengage, you get movement speed, and impairing effects are removed. Really nice. And obviously kill shot, and then improved kill shot. What's up, Rora Nora? Rejuvenating Wind's going to be really good. Obviously, maximum health increased by 8%. Exhilaration now also heals you for an additional 12% over time. Really nice. And then we're going to take Tar Trap. Tar Trap's one of the best abilities in the game, in my opinion. It's very useful on like tight corners. So if you're kiting on like the Grand Arena Pillar, they have to go this way and hit the Tar Trap, or if they don't, they have to go around it, which is also going to decrease their time to get to you. So Tar Trap's really good. Trank Shot, I said in my first guide, if you guys aren't using Trank Shot on CD, you are trolling. It's really good, especially with Kodo Tranquilizer. It removes up to 1 additional magic effect from 2 nearby targets, and yeah, Trank Shot's OP. Make sure you guys are using it on CD. Concussive Shot. You can use Concussive Shot when if you want to slow down the healer and just walk at him. I talked about this in my last guide as well. Just like walking at the healer, waiting for them to use Fade, R-Druid for them to Trank, or Shaman to use Grounding Totem. You literally just Concussive Shot them, Harpoon to them, kind of just scare them, bait out their thing, and then trap them for free. It's way easier to trap somebody that's moving slow, obviously, than somebody moving fast. Take Padded Armor here. Lone Survivor. This is actually really good. Reduces the cooldown of Survival of the Fittest by 30 seconds. Increases its duration by 2. And also makes you get your kickback 2 seconds faster. Specialized Arsenal. More damage on your bombs. Obviously good. Disruptive Rounds. When Trank Shot successfully dispels an effect or muzzle. You get 10 focus. Really good. Intimidation. Obviously, stun trap Intimidation is crazy. So we stun. Bruce, relax. Stun trap. Obviously, you're going to take intimidation. Bruce, go lay down. Explosive shot. You get 3 prop. Bruce, come here. 1 second. Bruce, come here. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Bruce be going brazy. All right, where were we? Yeah, explosive shot. You can now, it procs 3 times. I'll get into that later. Binding shot, very versatile. You can use it in a bunch of different scenarios. You can use it to peel. You can use it to stun the healer and trap off it. It's really good. Scatter shots, one of my favorite abilities. You can use it to cover. You can use it to peel. You can use it to set up. You can use it for so many scenarios. So obviously, scatter shot is really good. Then we're gonna do Black Rock Munitions. Damage of explosive shot increased by 8%. That's obviously nice. Keen eyesight. Give us some more crit. Tar-coated bindings. Binding shot stun. Duration increased by 1. That's obviously nice. Pathfinding. We're just going to get some movement speed. Binding shackles. So this is actually really good. Target stunned by binding shot. High explosive trap. Knocked by impulsive. Incapped by scatter. Or stunned by intimidation. Deal 10% damage to you for 8 seconds. So it's really good in melee cleaves when you double binding the melee off your boy or your healer or yourself, and then you're taking less damage. Camouflage, that's a staple. You can get some nice openers with camo. You can trap from camo, and yeah, it's really nice. Roar Sacrifice, that makes you or your teammates unable to be crit, and then transfer some of the damage to your pet. Obviously a staple on the hunter. Born to be Wild, actually really good. 30 seconds off of Turtle is the big one, and then aspect of the Cheetah and Eagle. Improved traps, cooldown of Tar Trap, Explosive Trap, and Freezing Trap reduced, so that's nice. Unnatural Causes, really good into dampening games. Your damage over time effects deal 10% increased damage, and this effect is increased by 50% on targets below 20%. So really good in those long arena games, and yeah, obviously ideal. And then High Explosive Trap, pretty good. Knocks away people. It's pretty versatile. You can also knock the healer out of line of sight and whatnot, so it's pretty good. And sometimes if I'm playing into a feral or assassination rogue, I'll play it Emergency Salve just to remove some poison and disease effects, but I'm mostly playing Unnatural Causes. So that's the Hunter tree. Now let's move into the Survival tree. We're going to take the staples, Kill Command, Wildfire Bomb, and Raptor Strike. Guerrilla Tactics. Wildfire Bomb now has 2 charges, and the initial explosion deals 50% increased dam. Lunge, auto attacks with a 2-handed weapon reduce the cooldown of Wildfire Bomb by 1.0 seconds. Really good. Quick Shot, when you cast Kill Command, you have a 30% chance to fire an arcane shot at your target. Obviously, passive, more damage modifier, it's really good. Mongoose Bite, a brutal attack that deals 250k damage and grants you Mongoose Fury. And Mongoose Fury increases the damage of Mongoose Bite by 15% and the chance for Kill Command to reset by 2% for 14 seconds, stacking up to 5 seconds. And then Flanker's Advantage, Kill Command has an additional 10% chance to immediately reset its cooldown. Tip of the Spear damage bonus is increased by 30% based on your critical strike, so that's obviously really good. Wildfire Infusion, Mongoose Bite and Raptor Strike have a 10% chance to reset Kill Command's cooldown. Kill Command reduces the cooldown of Wildfire Bomb by 0.5. We're going to take Improved Wildfire Bomb, more dam on the bomb. We're going to take Bloody Claws. Each stack of Mongoose Fury increases the chance for Kill Command to reset by 2%. You're using Kill Command a lot, boys. You're using Kill Command to build the stacks and whatnot. Yeah, Alpha Predator gives you 2 charges, deals 15% increased dam, and then Terms of Engagement. Harpoon has a 10-second reduced cooldown, deals 50k damage, gives you 20 focus, It's just the 10-second reduced cooldown is really nice. It's really good for mobility purposes if you need to get away or you're going to go harpoon trap the healer. Grenade Juggler, it's kind of bugged right now, but it deals 5% increased damage on your bombs. It has a 25% chance to cast an explosive shot at your target at 100% effectiveness. But sometimes it will just shoot out randomly to like the healer and shit. It's kind of bugged. They need to fix it. It's super annoying, but it is what it is. You got to take it. Flanking Strike, this is big damn. You and your pet leap to the target. Strike it as one, dealing a total of like 500k damage. Tip of the Spear grants an additional 15% damage bonus to Flanking Strike and generates 2 stacks of Tip of the Spear, and we'll get into that. Ranger Kill Shot, Super Sting and Arcane Steady Shot, deal 20% damage. This is obviously really good. 20% on some nice abilities. Let's go over here to Viper's Venom. Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite apply Serpent Sting to your target. So in the old expansion, you used to have to cast Serpent Sting, and now it kind of just launches on its own, and it's always on the target when you use this stuff, so it's really nice. Gets rid of a global for us to press. And yeah, Bloodseeker Kill Command causes the target to bleed for some damage over 8 seconds. You and your pet gain 10% attack speed for every bleeding enemy. Any advice on how to get your money up? No, I'm broke. Send me gold, guys. I'm on Sargeras. I need gold, so I need help. Sick'em, it's a passive. Casting Kill Command has 15% chance to reset the cooldown of Kill Shot, making it usable on targets regardless of health, and strike up to 2 additional targets. So yeah, free Kill Shot procs, really good. And when you do coordinated assault, you have the chance of that's doubled. Next up, Sweeping Spear, Raptor Strike, Mongoose Bite, and Butchery damage increased by 10. We don't use Butchery, but Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite damage modifier. Yeah, Bruce be chilling behind me, Matt. Killer Companion, Kill Command damage increased by 10%. Obviously, we're going to take that. Coordinated Assault, one of the best abilities in the game, super fun to use. You and your pet charge an enemy, striking them for a combined of 310k damage. You and your pet's bond is then strengthened for 20 seconds, causing you and your pet to deal 20% increased dam. While Coordinated Assault is active, Kill Command's chance to reset its cooldown increased by 15%. Then we got Spearhead, big dam from you and your boy, you and your pet, and you get 30% crit for 10 seconds. And then we're going to take Symbiotic. The cooldown of a Coordinated Assault is reduced by 60 seconds, and Coordinated Assault now grants 3 stacks of Tip of the Spear. This is important because you can get some huge dam with this. Next, we're going to take this. When you cast Coordinated Assault, you gain 2 charges of Wildfire Bomb. When Coordinated Assault ends, your next 2 explosive shots are free and have no cooldown. So it goes back to that explosive shot proc that I was speaking of. And last but not least, Deadly Duo. The cooldown of Spearhead is reduced by 30 seconds, and Spearhead's bleed now increases your critical strike damage against target by 30%. So that was the survival talent tree. Sorry, that was just like a lot of reading, but you'd be surprised how many people will just like copy a build and not go through all this stuff and truly understand what's going on. So let's look at the hero talents. Still playing Sentinel. It's doing unhealable dam. Your attacks have a chance to apply Sentinel on the target, stacking up to 10 times. While Sentinel stacks are higher than 3, applying Sentinel has a chance to trigger an implosion, causing a stack to be consumed on the target every second to deal big arcane damage. Then we take Don't Look Back. Each time Sentinel deals damage to an enemy, you gain an absorbed shield to 1% of your maximum health, up to 10%. Hunter's pretty tanky right now, and Sentinel helps out in that, but we have 2 walls, and we have Binding Shot, which I said is super good to use to peel and whatnot. So next we'll take this. When you apply Sentinel to a target not affected by Sentinel, you apply 1 additional stack. Sentinel Precision, Raptor Strike, Mongoose Bite, and Wildfire Bomb deal 10% increased dam. Release and Reload. When you apply Sentinel on a target, you have a 15% chance to apply a second stack, so that's nice. Then we're going to take Catch Out. When a target affected by Sentinel deals damage to you, they are rooted for 3 seconds. May only occur every once per minute. You'll be surprised how good this is. You'll be playing an arena and you just see people get rooted left and right. Boom, boom, like every minute. Roots going out at like the perfect timing. It's insane. Bruce, stop. What are you doing? Relax. Go lay down. Bruce be acting up, boys. It's my hunter pet, bro. We'll take the pulse. Each time Sentinel deals damage to an enemy, has an up to 15% chance to generate 5 focus. We'll take eyes closed for 8 seconds after activating Coordinated Assault. All abilities are guaranteed to apply Sentinel. So yeah, just big damage when you pop Coordinated Assault. The Arsenal, multi-shot, and Butchery Discharge. We don't even use any of this, but we just have to take it. Unlucky. Overwatch. All Sentinel debuffs implode when a target affected by more than 3 stacks of your Sentinel fall below 20% health. And then last but not least, Lunar Storm. Every 15 seconds, your next Wildfire Bomb summons an owl that conjures a 10-yard radius at the target's location for 8 seconds. A random enemy affected by Sentinel within your Lunar Storm gets struck for 72k every 0.4. Any target struck by this effect takes 10% increased damage from you and your pet for 8 seconds. So this is the hero tree. It's really good right now. Sentinel is cranking ass. If you're not using it and you're playing Pack Leader as survival, in my opinion, you are doing it wrong. You should be playing Sentinel. So some things to talk about. I'm just going to go through all the abilities. Ready? So muzzle. Not a lot of people know this, but as a survival hunter, you have decent range. Like normally warriors have to be like right up to here, right? To be like right next to your target. On muzzle, I don't know the range exactly, but it's deep. You can attack from over here. Survival hunter has like this increased range. So that's nice. So when you're near a healer, you can kind of just aspect of the cheetah to them and kind of kick them and then move on with your life. You don't have to be right next to them. So obviously really good. Aspect of the cheetah is super good. You can sprint at people. You can sprint at the healer. Like I said in my previous video, if you didn't watch the previous video, go watch it. It's a 10-minute guide. I'm going to reference a lot of things in that video. Faking traps and whatnot. I'm sure I'll cover it again today, but aspect of the cheetah is really good. Next is your PvP trinket. That's self-explanatory. Camo. Camo's super good in the opener, obviously. I think you should always get a trap from stealth, if possible. They have 0% chance to, fade it or drop the grounding totem or whatever. So I usually like to trap enemies when they jump because they can't change their direction when they're jumping. So if somebody's not jumping, if a healer's not jumping, they can go here to here real quick and you could throw your trap this way and miss it. But if somebody's jumping, they're gonna land where they're like trajected to land. So I like to land traps from stealth and kind of just wait for them to jump. Bruce, relax, please, man. Next up is explosive shot. You get 3 procs to this. You should use them on cooldown. They do big damn. Sometimes they're bugging and going to healers, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Roar Sacrifice, you can use this on yourself or your teammate. It stops all crits being casted on you and gives redirects damage to yourself. So I'll press it now, my pet's going to sack me, and now for 10 seconds I'm immune to critical strikes, but damage transferred to the hunter's pet. So out of sack, I just like to use a quick mend pet to keep my boy up. Aspect of the Eagle allows you to cast Mongoose Bite from range, and you can see it has a nice radius on it and does big damage. Next up is mend pet. You want to make sure your pet doesn't die, obviously. I must have been playing against a feral or an assassination rogue. Mending bandage. So these are the PvP talents. I usually play sticky tar bomb into any melee that disarming them is useful. I almost always play chimeral sting, and I'll play mending bandage into rogues and ferals, and then if I'm not playing that, I play survival instincts, which feign death reduces damage taken by 90%. It's really good. So mending bandage, you can also use it on other people. Hunter's Mark. You do more damage to them above 80% by 5%. It can keep rogues, ferals, the stealth classes. You can see them, and I try and get a target mark or a hunter's mark on enemy hunters to start every arena. I'll start on my mount. These are just little tricks and little stuff that I do. So here's the gates. I start on my mount. I jump, I disengage. Oh my god, I jump, I disengage, and I try and mark the enemy team over here. and it just like you can get a better opener on them, obviously. Explosive trap, really good for peels or to knock healers away from LOS. Like any traps on like Nagrand or anything, it's really good to put on the corners, because if people want to avoid them, they have to walk all the way around, or some people will just be lazy and walk right into it, and that's obviously what you want to do. Scatter shot, really versatile. You can use it to peel, you can use it to cover. I like to use scatter shot on the third player in the arena that we're not going, so usually we'll CC the healer, we're on the kill target, and then the third player we will use the peel and slow them down. Scatter shot's really good. Out of scatter, I like to throw tar traps, I like to throw explosive traps, you name it. Next up is Feign Death. One of the best abilities in WoW, in my opinion. You can use it if a druid's casting Cyclone on you, you can feign it. If you're taking big dam and you're playing survival tactics, you can feign death, and then you'll take reduced dam for 3 seconds. It distargets people. Also, I'll come back to it in 15 seconds. Binding shot, ridiculously good. One of the best abilities. I'm so happy Survival Hunter has it. Stuns people for 4 seconds. Might even be 5 seconds. I don't even know what the increased talent is, but I think it's 4 seconds in PvP. You can use it to throw it at healers. You can use it to peel for your boys. You can use it to stun the third player. You can use it however you want to use it. It's really good. So going back to Feign Death, you can feign death and throw traps from Feign Death. And what that will allow you to do is you can feign death. The enemy player will no longer target you. Say you stun trap the healer, you feign death while your stun's active. You feign, you throw the trap, and that means like they can't like stun you or peel you because they're gonna know that the trap's coming. So it just makes them harder to stop you. So often, I do that often, and I just like sneak so many traps in. It's really good. Wildfire Bomb, you get 2 charges, it's big dam. And when you throw your 2, if you use Coordinated Assault, you'll get 2 more. So it's big fucking dam. The Sentinel's right there going in. Obviously Spearhead before that will allow you to crit more, you have 30% crit. Your pet's doing big dam with Spearhead. We talked about Concussive Shot. It just slows them down, obviously. You can do it. You could focus Concussive Shot, obviously healers, and throw traps at them. Mongoose Bite. It's your spender. Big dam for Mongoose Bite. Obviously, you can use it with Aspect of the Eagle like we showed before. Now I got 3 procs with Explosive Shot. Big dam. I like to use them back to back to back and get the third one rolling. When the third one's rolling, it's going to take the 4 to 5 seconds it takes to cast. Kill Command. It has a 20% chance to immediately reset its cooldown. It's going to give you tip of the spear stacks, which increase your bomb dam. And I have a weak ore for that. I can share that in the comments below. So I'll also put my talent import code string in the comments below as well. And yeah, moving forward, Flanking Strike, obviously really good. Has a nice radius. It can you can get to the enemy pretty quick. And I like to use, so my ideal opener will be, 2 bombs, send the pet in, Spearhead, maybe even Spearhead before the 2 bombs, Coordinated Assault, bomb, Flanking Strike if it wasn't on CD, bomb again, kill shot procs. There's so many buttons to press on Survival Hunter, man. It's so fucking good right now. Yeah, kill shot, we just talked about it. Obviously use it on CD when it procs, it's big fucking damn. Muzzle, we talked about muzzle and the nice range it has. Aspect of the Turtle, deflects all attacks and reduces all damage you take by 30. We know what Turtle does. Exhilaration. Exhilaration also heals your pet. I often use Exhilaration to heal my pet, especially in Shuffle. It just gets cleaved down. Do not be afraid to use Exhilaration to heal your pet. Make sure you don't die. Make sure you don't die with this button up. This button's really good, mainly for your pet, honestly. Obviously, it's nice to heal yourself, and you also get a heal over time with the talent, but I often use it to keep my fucking pet alive. They made Revive Pet 2.5 seconds, so it's not as bad if your pet dies, but it's obviously best to use when your pet is low and you are low. You want to use it, help your healer out. Tar Trap, we talked about Tar Trap. It's literally ridiculous. It snares people for 4 seconds. Then they're fucking like moving at Mach, so slow. 50%. It's really good to get people off your healer or your yourself or your teammate. And it's just really good to put on pillars. It's just super annoying to deal with. And yeah, you should be using it on CD in my opinion. Intimidation, you can stun the kill target. You can stun trap the healer. You should never miss a trap when you stun trap. It's a layup. You should be using that on CD. You can stun trap every minute. Intimidation's on a minute cooldown. If you use your intim, you can then binding shot trap when frost trap's up. There's a million ways to play this class. Harpoon, a lot of people don't know that harpoon will, well, that's a boss, but a lot of people don't know that harpoon roots people for 3 seconds. You can harpoon to healers. I do it all the time. I showed it in the previous video. And they're going to think that you're going to trap them right away. I'll put an example up right now. And you can bait out Fade, Grounding Totems, Druids, Tranks, Paladin, Sack. Like, you can bait out every ability. You just harpoon. They're rooted for 3 seconds. You wait for the priest to fade. You literally laugh at his face. You stun him, or you trap him. Yeah, really good. Harpoon's one of my favorite abilities on Survival Hunter. Then we got the Flare. Self-explanatory. Try and flare out rogues, ferals in the opener. Also, it's very obvious when rogues are going to vanish, when they're in trouble. Be ready to flare them out. They can't get too far. Flare's radius is huge. Like, rogue vanishes and you have flare up, it should be your next global every time, and you should flare them out and get right back on them. Disengage, obviously going to give you movement speed. It's going to be nice. You get post haste, you get 50% movement speed. It gets you out of roots. Master's Call, somebody left a comment. What is the ability number 6? It's basically Paladin Freedom. It's your pet removes all roots and impairment and effects. So if your pet is like entangle rooted over here, he'll come to you, he'll give you freedom, and then you are clear to aspect of the cheater, run towards the healer, bait out his fade, you can put a tar trap on him, he'll fade, you laugh at him, you trap him, and then you go win the game. Sticky Tar Bomb, that's what I'm sometimes playing instead of Survival Tactics. And that's just a disarm. It's obviously really good. You can use it at range. You want to use that on CD when the enemy team, if a warrior is doing Avatar, Recklessness, Colossus Smash, if a DK is doing Crazy Hand, whatever the fucking ability is called. You want to use disarm on CD when the melee's going ham. And then obviously Coordinated Assault. It's the range on Coordinated Assault has scored me so many kills, like it's unbelievable. And it's obviously super fun to use. Increasing your pet's damage by 20, increasing your chest, then you just literally blast kill command, you get resets, you get kill shot, it's just so fucking fun. Chimeral's thing is insane, guys. The 90%, so it's going to do 3 effects. 90% reduced movement speed. It's insane how slow they are. It's like, yeah, it's broken. Then they'll be silenced for 3 seconds, and then they get a Mortal Strike effect where they do 20% reduced damage and healing. This ability is obviously really good. It does some damage as well. And then right next to that, I got Trank Shot. Obviously, you guys know my thoughts on Trank Shot. It hits both targets. It removes up to 1 enrage and 1 magic effect, and then if you have the talent, it takes off 2. Survival of the Fittest reduces all damage you and your pet take by 30% for 8 seconds. It's really good. We have 2 charges of it. Some ideal ways to use it: when you are off stun DR and you see a rogue or a feral approaching you, your healer has no trinket. Survival of the Fittest, you get stunned, you're kind of okay. You're not going to die too much through this. It's really good. You can use them back to back if you must. I don't recommend that. You have so many other buttons. You Survival of the Instincts, you tar trap, you run around a pillar, you explosive trap, they get near you, you can binding shot. You should never die on this class within, like, you have so many fucking buttons, suppress guys, it's literally ridiculous. And then we have Roar of Sacrifice on, the last one, that's just a duplicate. I'm playing Night Elf, Shadow Meld is insane. You can do so much with this ability. You can drop combat, feign death, camo, if you get behind a pillar, if you don't have any dots on you. You can meld clones, you can meld bash, you can meld traps. You can, if you're not playing Night Elf Hunter and you're serious about like pushing and competing and want to get better, you should do the race change or whatever the hell it's called. I also play the Emblem Battlemaster every single game in Shuffle. I just think that this button is way more powerful than doing a little bit of more dam. Just the longer you survive in arena, the more damage you can do over time. So the way I think of it is this can save you and win you a game, and if you're alive longer, you can do a couple more globals and make up for that damage. That's just the way my brain thinks. I'm gonna queue a skirm right now and kind of just run into some gameplay and how I approach it while we wait for the queue. I'll talk about some viable comps to play. Right now in 2s, I mainly play with a priest. You can play with a disc priest and or a holy priest. I think holy priest is better than a disc priest, but you will see way more disc priests than holy priests. Holy priests have that stun. You can stun the kill target. You can, while you stun the kill target, you stun trap the healer, and then you just do that on repeat. And then another one is the evoker. And evokers right now are doing unhealable dam, and you just can't kill them. They have the shroud. It's really good. They just do unlimited healing and damage. I think evoker's the best healer in the game right now, but I think they're getting nerfed. I'm recording this on September 30th. I think they're getting nerfed literally October 1st, which is tomorrow. So that's for 2s. That's probably the main 2 teams that you can play. You can also play with an R-Druid. R-Druids are pretty bad right now, in my opinion. There's not many people playing, but they're viable to play with. And yeah, that's probably the best 2s comps out there with a healer. And then if you want to play double DPS, you could play with a Feral Druid, a Ret Paladin, and a Rogue. Those are your best bets. So just looking at this arena, I mean, this is a skirmish. Let's go Hunter. I'll tell my my Ellie Shaman to go Hunter. I will play Disarm. And yeah, that's about it. So I will mount up. I'm going to try and mark this Hunter, like I told you guys. He goes stealth immediately, all good. You can still get an extended flare, which catches him off guard sometimes. It did not this time. So the strat is here. I'm going to stun trap the DK. He's probably going to icebound. So stun trap this guy, just cranking this guy. Harpoon trap this guy. And then kind of just kill this guy. He's dead. I'll probably just wall this dam. I tried to get the double binding shot. I'm going to meld here. He's not going to be able to see me. I'm going to use Battlemaster into Exil. I'm fine. I have full health pretty much. I'm going to Chimeral Sting this guy. Look how slow he's walking. I'm not even nervous. I'll turtle when he gets to me because I have the button available. Explosive shot kills him. And let's queue one more of those. Kind of just trying to get you guys some gameplay. I have some like shuffle and 3s that I'm going to put in this video, but I kind of just want to show you guys how I'm thinking on the fly and see what it looks like. I'm trying to think what else to talk about. Yeah, we can go over... I don't know what else to talk about. Yo, does anybody have anything in the chat that I should talk about? Bruce is laying down now, man. So that was the talent tree. Oh, I can go into gear. So I am... Yeah, let me show you guys something. 1 second. So this is the gear that is the best in all the enchants and whatnot. So, 1 second, where are we? So you want to use the tier headpiece, the neck, which is crafted. I'll show you guys my gear, but this is just everything. I'll put this in the description too. Shoulders, you want to have tier. And guys, I'm only using 2 set. The 4 set is kind of trash. You would think it's good, but I think the raw stats from the like the stat prio from the other gear is better than the 10% damage to mongoose bite with wildfire bomb. So here's the crafted neck, and then going back to this picture real quick. Shoulders, tier, cloak, conquest, the mastery verse, chest, mastery, bracers. I'm not using the engineering. I'm just using the PvP ones, which are verse mastery. Gloves are haste. Belt is haste. Legs is verse mastery. Boots is conquest, which is mastery. Ring is crafted. Ring 2 is crafted, haste mastery, medallion, and then like I said, I use the battle master. Then we're gonna have the conquest weapon, which is mastery. You're gonna need 1 enduring bloodstone, 8 versatile onyx, 2 cursed mastery, speed to cloak, wrist, and boots, storm rider's agility to chest, stormbound armor kit to legs, and authority of radiant power on the weapon. Going into this arena, go warrior. So I stun trap this guy. I'm kind of just seeing. I'm gonna trinket this. This guy karmas. I might break my trap. I put a tar trap there. Now I'm just gonna kill this guy. I'll put a binding shot on this guy. I'm feared full, unfortunately. But this game's over. We got double trinket, and I'll disarm the warrior before he dies on his avatar. He actually reflected that, which is unlucky. I'm actually going to let my guy die and just show you how broken tar trap is and how much control. Look, he ran into my old tar trap. He's just sitting there taking it right now. I'll put an explosive shot on him. He's killing my pet. I'll call my pet back and just heal him. He's getting fisted right now, so he's going slow. So I'll just heal this guy, and then I'll send him back in. I could have used Exil, but I'm saving it. I'm going to stay max range and concussive shot him. He's going to sweep me here. I'm going to pre-sack it. I don't have trinket, so I sack this. I feign death this. I tar trap him. And look, he's just stuck there. So now I'm just staying max range. I'm going to put this here. And I'm actually going to go in on that. I'm going to wall and just kind of kill him here. He's going to karma in a sec. Oh, he has karma in 2. I'm just going to kill him. But, yeah, you really can't lose to, many classes 1v1. Yeah, sorry, I'm all over the place. But here's my gear. 2 set, crafted neck, haste verse. Then I put mastery haste in it. Verse mastery tier. Verse mastery back with burrowing rapid. I don't know, whatever that is. Fucking forge gladiator's chain tunic with storm rider's agility. That's verse mastery chest. Verse mastery wrist with mastery and haste gem enchanted with 1,000 speed. The PvP weapon verse mastery with authority of radiant power on it. Verse mastery gloves. Haste burst belt with mastery haste gem. Haste burst legs with the stormbound armor kit on it. Burst mastery feet. The 2 signets with the meta socket, 181 primary stat, 5% damage reduction when affected by crowd control. Haste burst, haste mastery, and then the battle master, and then the trinket. So that is the current gear I'm rocking at this time. Like I said in my previous video, I kind of just follow Briggsx, whatever he's doing. He does switch it up sometimes. But right now my crit is 14, my haste is 16, my mastery is 17, my verse is 14, and my speed is 9%. They reworked it, and mastery is pretty good right now. You and your pet deal more dam and take reduced damage. It's all about that reduced damage. Hunter is the most tanky it's ever been right now, guys. So stacking that mastery and making yourself more tanky is awesome. And then haste just feels good, obviously, on most classes. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Why no marksmanship hunter? Is asking Silky Higgs. What do you prefer about survival over marksmanship hunter? It's a great question, Silky Higgs. In the Twitch stream, if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, twitch.tv/xbriggs. I stream 24/7. I'm always live. Make sure you guys follow me. It'd be greatly appreciated. I'll put the link in the description. But to answer that question from the chat, I like the control that survival has. And I just think survival has a higher skill ceiling than marksmanship hunter. You will see a lot of people play marksmanship hunter more than survival. And I hate getting disarmed on my true shot and my rapid fire, and I hate getting peeled on my marksmanship cooldowns, where if you play survival correctly, you can't really get peeled that well. Like, you're in, you're doing dam, then you're fucking out, you're fucking doing dam, you're standing near the healer, you're fucking tar trapping him, you're over here, you're still doing dam from deep, you can't really get peeled. If you get disarmed, you're still throwing big bombs, then you're just trapping this guy because he used fade incorrectly, and then you just laugh at him, and you put an explosive trap down, you blast him away. Then you chimeral sting him over here, he's moving at 90% slower, then you just kill the fucking guy and you win the game. Yeah, I don't know, it's just super fun. And yeah, that's that. So let's jump into some gameplay now. Before we get into some gameplay, boys, I just want to talk about pet control. Obviously playing a pet with mortal wounds, and if you guys want a good website to see all the pets, I'll put this in the description below. It's Petopia. You could find pets, search their skills and whatnot, and as long as it has the Mortal Strike effect, where mortal wounds grievously wounds a target, reducing the effectiveness of any healing received for 10 seconds, that's the main thing you want. I also just like when my pet has dash, so that's why I have this skeleton raptor, and I also think it looks pretty cool. One thing with pet, make sure you have follow and attack keybound, and I usually have a move to keybind, but I recently took it off. But yeah, you want full pet control, like real good hunters, and this is something that I can work on. A lot of good hunters, Briggsx, Jellybeans, all these top tier players, they'll move their pet and eat traps with enemy healers and stuff. It's something that I got to work on. But yeah, just the basics of attacking, and say your pet's attacking over there and you need to, call him back, do a quick heal, and then send him back in. You want to be able to do that, and yeah, mortal wounds, 50% healing, it's a necessity. So make sure your pet has this, and I don't even know if my pet has a spell book or talents anymore nowadays, but yeah, he has pathfinding, which is a cunning passive, dash, and master's call, and my pet can obviously sack myself. So yeah, just want to go over that. Super important. Pet control will separate you from any average Joe.
Please, please, please.
Get grounded, Briggsx.
I didn't throw my trap. He's literally awful. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Oh.
I'm about to kill him. He just lost the game off that. I'm not even trolling.
You're trolling.
Oh my god, our group is pumped. Mr. Flex over here.
Victory is clear.
Did you completely psychic link them, guys? What are you fucking talking about?
At least the most
They handed him the license
what
and
is Caesar
registration.
He's dead here.
Cedar's also 58 years old, bro.
Our bargain. is up.
This might kill us.
He's dead.
Brewer?
Game's over.
Brewer?
I'm pumping heals, man. I'm spamming. I'm in tree form, spamming everything.
I think I just took too much aggro there. Oh, I spawned right on the boat.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
back
you
in it,
just
boys.
got fucking worked by the Cubinator.
And I bought a sleep of 5.
Are they still charging the same amount?
Yeah, $8 per.
Yeah, they're probably fucking big. Boys, run up in there.
My barber was telling me to go to Pennsylvania. They're $4 a ton.
They are. I might just take a ride out there.
Trap his trinket. Down goes Ven Rookie. I do a turtle.
How much time you got in the one you're in? You got the, we could absolutely boogie one. Wait, hold on. You're playing as a game. You throw out some fucking low bozo keys.
Ignore,
Super low.
ignore my friends. That's the power of survival hunter burst with silence. If you line up an explosive trap.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying.
100 trinkets.
Yeah, I'm getting CC.
I did damn on that.
Me too.
I was up
Ran to him, trap.
That's a good one.
Hitting bow, pumping. Grab off that if you can.
Just getting there.
Dude, getting repped here, full rep.
I should be big chilling.
Yeah, I'm okay. I think it's boomy.
Full HUD.
Yeah, it is.
Double
Garden.
mining shot on these guys. I get my own
Half
trap.
phone, no problem, you're fine, you're fine. I swear. 100%
I
you're
skinned
fine.
anyways.
It's fine, just win the game. Nice. My wall here. Just be safe.
Push in though, we push in on luck. Sleeping. I think I get it. Got it.
Nice. Yeah, CC out for the rest of the game.
Oh, kill!
I fucking stole it too. Kill shot his ass. Let's go. Good shit.